raising venture funding. How many of you went to the PitcHER on Wednesday? It was very, very cool. So at the PitcHER competition, 11 founder finalists pitched their ideas to a panel of judges who chose the top 3 winners. And the audience also voted for their favorite for a total of 4 winners. Not only did the winners split a total of $100,000 in prize money, they also get the visibility and momentum. So last year was our inaugural PitcHER competition and the impact was profound. I heard that one of last year's winners, even before she left GHC, had over 250 demo requests from companies wanting to use her product. So are you excited to hear more about the PitcHER competition? Woo! All right, let's take a look.
For every dollar invested, female-run startups generate 78 cents in revenue, whereas male-run startups generate only 31 cents. That means female founder companies perform 63% better and generate a 35% higher return on investment than all male teams. But women founders get only 2.2% funding. So, AnitaB.org created PitcHER to provide needed funding, to support women founders, to make tech more equitable, to invest in the companies that make a difference, to ensure tech reflects all people who use it. $100,000 in total prize money. 4 winners. PitcHER. We will invest in the women who are changing the world through tech.
Please welcome founding and managing partner, Backstage Capital, Arlan Hamilton.
I wanted to give a special shout out to anyone who's attending Grace Hopper alone. You are my heroes, and I hope you find some friends here and you've had a good time, because that's really amazing. It's really cool. I started a venture capital fund called Backstage Capital to invest in people who look like the people in this room and the people that we're about to meet. As you saw in the animation, women receive 2.2% of all venture funding, which is ridiculous, right? Even more ridiculous is that Black women receive 0.2% of all venture funding, which means that of the $130 billion that was deployed in venture capital last year, only $260 million or so was given and deployed into Black women-led companies. That number is is exactly the number that was the last funding round of the scooter company Bird. All Black women across the US got one round of funding that Bird got. So my thinking 6 years ago when I kind of figured this out and learned about it was that if we were building these companies, women, people of color, LGBTQ founders, if we were building these companies and we were doing so much with so little, what would happen if we got more? So in 2014, I said that I would invest in 100 companies led by underrepresented founders by 2020. It took 2 solid years of knocking on doors while on food stamps and sometimes homeless before I got my first investor, and it has not been an easy ride since. But in 2018, we reached 100 companies. More than 60% of those companies are led by women, and more than 40% of those companies are led by women of color. Some examples of the founders in our portfolio, the companies in our portfolio led by women, are Uncharted Power, which if you were here last year, you heard Jessica Matthews do a keynote, which was amazing. Seed and Spark, Bippy, Capway, Share, and more. They employ thousands of people. They generate tens of billions in revenue each year, and they are changing the face of tech. So I encourage you all to keep building. I can't wait to invest in your company one day. And you can keep up with Backstage Capital at backstagecapital.com. We're also going on tour next year, so keep an eye out on that. Now, back to the competition. This Wednesday, the PitcHER competition was held, and I didn't get to see who saw that happen on Wednesday. Was anybody there? Yeah? A few people? Great. So 11 brilliant companies pitched, and 3 winners were chosen, plus 1 audience choice. We have them here, and we're going to get to know a little bit more about the companies. Together, these women are splitting $100,000 in funding. I hope they give me a little bit. Well, I'm going to ask them when they're on stage. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce them to you now. They will come out on stage, give a little bit of their pitch, and then they'll join me in a panel discussion. First, chosen by you, our audience favorite, the founder of Loro. Let me introduce you to Lin Zhu.
Hi, my name is Lin Zhu, a junior at Harvard and co-founder and CFO of Loro. At Loro, we are building a smart companion device for wheelchair users, controlled by an app, hands-free. We are offering the 70 million wheelchair users worldwide control, connection, and communication that they need most. Thank you.
Awesome. Now let's meet the 3rd place winner, the founder of MD Ally. Please welcome to the stage, Shanel Fields.
Would it surprise you guys to know that there are over 96 million non-emergency calls made into 911 every year? These decrease ambulance availability, overcrowd the ER, and drive billions of dollars in excess cost. My name is Shanel Fields. I'm the founder and CEO of MD Ally, which is a 911 technology company that integrates virtual medical care into 911 to better navigate these callers